All right. So this is going to be a new type of video for me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reading on a general reading of things that you need to hear for each one of these crystals. And basically, I'm just gonna, to make it a little bit more fun, I'm gonna do a drawing as well. This video is probably gonna be pretty long because I'm gonna take a little bit of time to do this, and I'm gonna do a few colors and stuff. But basically, the way I want you to take this is take this on an individual basis. So the person who is watching this video right now, what you're gonna do, and let me make sure, okay, so yes, okay. I just had to make sure it was still recording. I've had a couple things. Anyways, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this drawing and this reading, and as I'm saying things, take it as if I'm speaking directly to you. Okay, so you're basically going to act as if this is for you and for nobody else. And if you were going to, like, if you're wanting to watch this with multiple people, then I would suggest taking it as a general reading for the both of you, and allowing that energy to change the whole entire kind of thing that you get from this reading, okay? So these two are going to be completely different, and they're going to have their own energies, and they're going to have their own kind of like full thing to go with, all right? And I'm going to be doing an aura drawing for each one of these. So it's going to be basically like a personal aura drawing that you can do, and just take it how it is. I'm not saying this is being truth for anybody. All I'm trying to say is that I've done these a few times now, and I'm really good at it. So I really wanted to do it for the community, and I want to be able to start sharing my gifts with people. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna check one more time, make sure. Okay. So this is a clear quartz. I'm not 100% sure if it's a Herkimer diamond or if it's like just a really, really clear quartz, but this is what this one looks like. It's got some cool looking inclusions in it. Pretty flat face. And then I accidentally dropped it, so it broke off right here. But it used to have another flat face right here too. So this one has a lot of energy. It's a very, very, very powerful energy. All right, this is a strong enhancer, and it is a very powerful energy. So this one is a black tektite. All right, this one is a very, very good cleanser of negative energy. This one is a really, really good absorber of energy and disperser of energy. So it takes energy very well, and it takes in the energy and it disperses it out cleanly, and it converts the energy back into positive energy. It doesn't particularly give out a whole lot of energy, but it definitely is very, very good at converting energy. So you have the energy giver and enhancer, and you have the energy disperser. I am speaking directly to you, okay? So energy enhancer, energy disperser, all right? So let's do this. The first one I'm gonna do is for this clear quartz, all right? I'm just getting this ready, okay? So I'm gonna do it basically in the same way that I normally do my aura drawings. So if you have never seen these before, let me explain how it goes. So what it is that what I do is I draw for each one of the chakras, using the colors that correspond with it. So this is gonna be for this particular group, okay? I may have to, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get a yellow really quick. Okay, still doing good. Okay, so this is gonna be for this group. These are your colors, basically, the colors of your aura. I don't know if you can see these or not, but I'm just intuitively choosing the colors for this drawing. All right. And sorry for not talking that much right now, but this group, I'm already starting to get stuff for it, so that's really cool. Very intuitive group. Really kind of psychically inclined in a lot of different ways. Maybe really, really good at taking in information from many, many different sources and kind of taking in every bit of that information and learning a lot from every experience. That's kind of the first thing that I'm getting. I need more heart energy for this one. One more heart. Cool. I think that's good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start the drawing. And I'm gonna start with the root, and we're gonna go up. Make sure this is in viewpoint. Okay, so it's gonna be upside down for you guys, but I will flip it over when I'm done and show it to you. So I'm just gonna start talking and doing some reading as it comes through. There may be some patches where I'm kind of quiet and just drawing, but I will try to make sure that that's not for too long. So here we go. Let me just actually do the general outline of it first. So I'm going to grab a black Sharpie. Let's do a really quick kind of outline of this aura. All right, let's go. Very interesting. So this group may have a few distortions in their heart chakra based off of some past experiences that you've had. Also in the third eye and the crown area, it looks like there may be a couple of slight blockages there as well. And this is just to start with, so we'll see. Very, very active sacral and solar plexus, mostly the sacral, and the root is slightly out of balance as well, but not that much. So, all right, take this as an individual basis. Take what you want and leave what you don't. If what I say doesn't resonate with you, then just let that slide and just go to the next thing that I say. I'm going to be saying a lot of different things, so it's going to kind of resonate in its own way. All right, so once again, this is for this group, number 1 of the clear quartz. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the root chakra. Need a darker one. All right, here we go. All right, so feelings of survival may be kind of pooling up in your solar plexus and causing feelings of unworthiness or feelings like a fear of kind of not having enough. So you may be having some kind of slight fears about the amount of money that you're making or the amount of kind of like survival things. And definitely a good thing for this is to not worry so much about the money aspect of it, and it would be more to start worrying about your the foods and the health and stuff like that. So changing that kind of stuff will start to bring this root energy back into alignment. It's moving up into the heart too, so there may be some types of, or some times where the feelings of needing to survive are actually causing you to close down your heart to other people, therefore either pushing other people away or speaking to other people in a way that you wouldn't normally kind of do because of some sort of baggage, I'd say, that you have with it, that you're bringing from somewhere else. All right, so that's also not too big of a thing because it's really not too much energy that's sitting up here. It's definitely kind of distorting up here as well, but it's not too much either. So it looks like most of the energy is sitting in the sacral, solar plexus, and the root chakras. And what that means is that it's definitely survival based most of the time, but it's also, it may not even be from any kind of finance or money or anything like that. It may be survival based off of like feelings like you need to be doing something all the time, like feeling like you need to like move, or you need to like kind of like always have something to do in order to feel satiated or okay or satisfied. That is kind of like how it more comes across for this group. So now I'm moving on to the sacral energy. It's definitely very heavy in the lower areas. So one thing that could be good would be to definitely focus on saving up your sexual energy, and if you're not going to save it, then to consciously use it. So if you're going to use it, don't just willy-nilly kind of like release that energy and do it because you want a very short pleasure hit. Start to have intention behind it and to use that energy to consciously manifest what you want in your life. That is possible, and it is actually not as hard as you would think it is to do. So that's one thing that you can do to kind of balance out this sacral energy. Also, creative endeavors. So start to be more creative, or allow yourself to express yourself in more creative ways, and that will definitely balance out your sacral energy a lot more. You can actually use your active sacral energy to express yourself in a very creative way, and to really give yourself a unique energy, and to really bring yourself into a space where you have a presence to you. It's like you're a magnet to attention. So do the solar plexus really quick, and I'm going to do more on these, but this is just to start with. So this is for the solar plexus of this group. Very bright yellow. So you definitely have potential to be able to influence large groups of people. You have the ability to be able to have a very, very large presence to you. You can bring something to a room, and you can actually change the energy of the entire room just from your presence. You have something that is very, I'd say, different from the average person in a very, very positive way. It's also something that's a very powerful kind of manifestor energy as well. So if it's consciously used, then you can actually use this energy to manifest what you feel quicker than most people, because you definitely have a very powerful solar plexus chakra. This may be balanced by a slightly dimmer heart chakra and throat chakra, but that can be also definitely worked on as well. Some of you may have actually already started to try to express yourself in different ways, and maybe feeling a little bit kind of worried about that. I would definitely say to not worry about it, and to keep going at it, because that's something I feel will be good for you in the future. And if you're starting something now that is new for you, but it's something that you enjoy a lot, then I would definitely suggest continuing it. I feel like it's going to bring you into a better state. I'm going to start doing the heart chakra. So for the heart chakra, you guys have a very beautiful heart chakra. It may not always shine through, but when you're in the mood of loving and being lovable, then you are a magnet for love and for joy and for compassion and for sympathy. Sometimes it looks like you can even bring that into your love life as well, and use that heart-based kind of like all is one energy in order to project love to whoever it is in your life that you want to. One of the best ways to do that is to actually bring yourself into a space where you see everybody as being a part of you, and you find the things in them that you find that you love about yourself. You see that in other people, and you basically take that energy of love and you start to bring it everywhere with you, because no matter who it is or what it is, there's no more judgment of that person anymore. All it is just seeing them in through the eyes of love, because all you're trying to do is see the things in them that you love about yourself. Generally, if you're seeing things in other people that you don't love, or that you're seeing other people and you're judging them and you're feeling negative comments, that's generally because you're doing the exact same thing to yourself as well. So I would definitely take that into consideration, because everything is one, everything is a reflection of everything else. So if you're feeling like, for one, if you feel like other people judge you, the way to stop that is to not worry about the other people judging you, is to stop judging other people. It's very counterintuitive, but this is the way that the universe works. So this is just basically like, yeah, it's just the way that it works. It's very counterintuitive, everything is really. All right, so throat chakra. Your throat chakra seems to be not too terribly active at the moment. Maybe you may be feeling some troubles expressing yourself, or feeling like you have, I guess, feelings of an inability to kind of put out what it is that you want to. If you're feeling that, then definitely try to, for one, drink more water. Two, cleanse yourself. Maybe try doing a 1 to 2 day fast, and to water fast, and to literally just drink a bunch of water throughout that time and cleanse the body and the mind. And that will definitely activate your upper centers a lot more. The throat is your communication and expression center. So if the throat is closed, then you're also going to feel as though you want to express yourself in different ways to other people. Meaning, like, it's not only just expression via like a creative outlet. It's more of like you're trying to get something across to somebody, like just anything really. And if you feel as though no matter what it is that you say, and no matter how you say it, that the other person just doesn't understand, then that's definitely a distorted or the closed throat chakra. So definitely focus on your throat chakra, and start to maybe just look into your diet and take care of the foods that you're eating, and try to consciously start to move your energy upward in your system as well. I'm just gonna do a little bit of outline for each one of these, because it's not like your throat chakra is like closed down completely. It's more just that it's kind of dormant at the moment, so it's just not completely open. But at the same time, a lot of you use your solar plexus in replacement of that. So you basically speak through your confidence, and that kind of helps. But the throat is more for expressing universal truth and law of kind of existence, and for really expressing things like music and arts, and for expressing basically to do anything like what I'm doing right now, like would be good for the throat, because in order to use your throat chakra, you have to actually have an activated heart chakra, and you have to be able to see everybody through the eyes of the creator. Otherwise, the throat chakra is going to stay dormant. So for those who have activated their heart chakras, disregard most of the stuff I just said about the throat chakra, because your throat chakra is opening, and it is starting to blossom sometime soon. So that's good. If you haven't opened your heart chakra, then I wouldn't worry about it. I would more just kind of try to focus on bringing your energy up, and focus on, like, basically the way you open your heart chakra is that you have to sacrifice things in order to be able to gain things. So the more that something means to you, that you sacrifice in the name of love for yourself, the more that you'll actually gain from that. So that's actually very important, because there's always an energy exchange going on with everything. So to bring in the things that you want in your life, the best thing to do for yourself is to actually kind of put out, for one, put out a feeling of like gratefulness and gratitude, but to just really, I don't know. I lost that message right there. I guess because I stopped drawing for a second. All right, so next is your indigo ray. So there it is. Wow. So this group has the potential to be able to do things like astral traveling, psychic things like picking up other people's energies very, very well. You have the ability to do bilocation. You can do, let's see what else you can do. Wow. So when focused and projected correctly, this energy is very, very powerful, and you actually can really gain a lot of insight about things in your reality using your third eye. A lot of you may have a dormant third eye at the moment, or a blocked third eye, but when that is open, you will be able to have very, very strong abilities, and that should be coming soon because the tides are changing on the planet and people's abilities are starting to wake up a lot quicker now. So very, very good news for you that you have the ability to tap into a lot of different energies right here, and a lot of different expressions of the third eye, and you can start to do a lot of different things. All right, so So you can actually start to use your connection with other people to express more of your truth by, for one, starting to assume that there is love in every interaction that you have, and try not to let other people's programming of fear bring you into a space where you don't allow love into your life, because I feel like that's very important for you. I also feel like you may be feeling a little bit kind of scared about just life circumstances, and that is something that is being projected by you and onto you by the things external from you. So one of the things that you could do is to basically go inward instead of going outward for your information. So instead of looking at other people to tell you what it is that you need to know about yourself or other people or other things, then instead of doing that, just allow yourself to kind of like look into yourself and feel what it is that you want, and to project that, not what it is that other people want. Love is very important in your life, no matter what it is that you say. looks like the lower kind of rays are starting to get a little bit intermingled. So to have them be distinct more and to balance yourself a little bit more, it'd be good to become aware of for one, patterns of addictions and other things that you have in your life, and to start to kind of just become more aware of how much you're using anger or things like that as a kind of almost shield for yourself to not feel. So you're basically like that would be closing your heart down in order to basically keep yourself safe in some sort of way. That's unnecessary. You have a wonderful expression though, and you can really light up a room. Powerful presence. You notice how that energy is going up there, but it's not really like, it's not super visible. It's actually a good thing in a way, because technically that energy is not supposed to be up in that area, but it doesn't really affect you that bad. So that would be your sacral energy moving up into your third eye. So basically lust is blocking the third eye. You have the capability of being very happy as well. So I would say to basically every time that you project your happiness into some future moment and you think that sometime in the future that you will be happier than you are now, that you're actually losing all of your power when you do that. So I would suggest not to do that anymore, and to try to find this, like right now, try to see if you can allow yourself to relax completely and find the peace that you want in some future moment, but find that right now. So instead of looking and projecting your energy into the future, hoping that something's going to feel better in the future, choose to feel better now, and choose to allow yourself to be in a space where you can feel just confident and happy and good. Okay, confidence in yourself will definitely help you to express yourself and to bring you opportunity. So the more that you smile and the more that you just like are confident in yourself and you just have that presence to you, you have that kind of like can do, go getter, but good attitude about everything, and you just see the positive in everything, that will bring you so much opportunity and so much growth and so many people and good people and friends and just good opportunities in general. So definitely try to develop that charisma and that go-getter, happy-go-lucky attitude. And the way that you can do that is to really start to stop allowing things to get to you so much. So like, and how you do that is that you stop attributing so much energy and so much kind of like attention to other people, or even just yourself, like the negative things that you say. Literally pick up all of the negative things in your kind of mind that you're thinking and start to consciously change them, and choose to think positive in a situation. Choose to see the good in every situation. Choose to to really bring your attention back into the things that you enjoy, the things that you like, the things that bring you happiness, the things that bring you kind of fulfillment, the things that bring you, like, really though, like, not money, not these kind of materialistic shallow things. I'm talking about the things that bring you feelings of really good, just beautiful, like the special times that you have. Like, think back to some of the most amazing moments that you've had in your life and recall that, and just give yourself 15 minutes to sit there and bask in that energy. And that will actually bring you into a space with your own self where you can find that happy space that will actually sit there with you all of the time. And eventually you'll be able to tap into that very, very quickly, because you've actually worked that muscle of like bringing that feeling back up as much as you have. So the more that you work on doing that, the more that you'll actually, first of all, develop your solar plexus to the point where you have a real presence with you when you go into a room, and your confidence will become unbreakable. Literally, like you'll be like a rock, basically, but in a good way. All right. A little bit more red. Yes. This is kind of just highlighting what I said earlier about the root, but basically to work on your root chakra also, I would say to start to listen to affirmations, start to play solfeggio frequencies for yourself, start to listen to money affirmations, start to listen to wealth affirmations, health affirmations, start to look into your health, start to look up things that you can start maybe taking to bring your health up, holistic, organic, plant-based things that you can use to boost your immune system, to boost your health. Start understanding that your health is your wealth, and the more that you choose to spend your money and your time on your health and the way that you feel, that will come back to you exponentially in the future, with both feelings of good feelings and with fortune, because you'll have the energy to actually do the things that you need to do, and you'll have the energy to actually be able to accomplish the things that you set out to accomplish. And I feel like that's very, very important, because even if you're the most amazing person in the world, if you have no energy to accomplish anything, then you'll never get anything done, and it won't make any difference whatsoever. So yeah, learn how to conserve your energy, learn how to build your energy up, learn how to kind of move it around in your body and your mind, and learn how to bring yourself into a space where you don't worry so much. Martial arts is good to help with that. Other things like grounding yourself in nature, I would say just linking yourself with loving kind of aspects of anything, just choosing to move and redirect your attention from something that's making you feel bad or some repetitive thought pattern into a new direction that you think actually makes you feel better. It's very, very important. It's way easier than what people would think it is, because you've been basically brainwashed to believe that it's impossible, even though it's literally just changing the way that you think. So it's just as easy as you want to make it for yourself. So, but it's also technically not as easy as that, because of the fact that that kind of programming has been present for so long. And it's just finishing it up, starting to radiate your love and light through speaking your truth and through just the radiance of your being, seeing everybody as being a part of you, loving every part of yourself, therefore loving everything external from you, starting to bring yourself into a space of just more love and light. That's all. All right, so I think that's good for this one. I hope that you got something out of that one for the clear quartz one. But I'm just gonna put this up here so that you can see it. This is the first group clear quartz, and here's your crystal. And just give it a little bit of a couple seconds to look at it. I hope you got some messages from that, and I'm going to be moving on to the next one. All right, so this is the second group with this black tektite. This is the absorber of energies. I'm just going to use the same colors for this group, but I'm actually going to go ahead and start. So let's go ahead and do this. Keep hearing like Nefertiti or some sort of like Egyptian thing or something. I don't know. Don't know why that's coming through. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start. You guys have a little bit more of a balanced root chakra. You may be feeling kind of confident and centered in yourself at the moment, more than usual. The sacral chakra is also very active. You may be feeling really creative, also highly sexual. When I say sexual, I don't always mean like only purely like that. I mean also that kind of like that sexual energy is also arced into other different parts of your life as well. So it's not only that you're just like feeling like that for that. It may be because that energy is expressing in that way because it doesn't have another way of expressing. It may be blocked because of non-expression, literally, and then the only way that it's manifesting itself is through desire and through feelings of need or want, or feelings like frustration because of a lack of expression. You guys are really good at absorbing energy, but sometimes you actually end up taking on some of that energy and not really knowing how to disperse it. Really, you can disperse it into nowhere through your thoughts and your actions and the way that you kind of are, but that takes a commitment to positivity and to always feeling and looking for the absolute best in every situation. And that's actually how you dispel most of that stuff that you would normally take on, is that you just literally smile through it and it will disperse. So practice smiling a little bit more, I guess, but not fake smiling, but just like trying to do or feel the things that make you smile, and really kind of moving yourself into a space where you allow yourself to do the things that make you smile, and you allow yourself to do some of the things that you may not have done for a long time because of you perpetually keeping yourself busy. This may be a time of change for you, where not only your kind of circumstances in life may be changing really quickly, but also your just overall attitude about life and just your entire viewpoint about everything may be changing very quickly. That's okay, and that's a good thing. It may feel as though it's kind of scary at some points, but all you have to do is literally just find the things that you enjoy about your life and find the things that make you smile. Like for me, a lot of the time it is putting on some really good music and just allowing myself to cry and allowing myself to sit down and release a bunch of kind of emotions that may have been pent up for a long time. It's very important, because if you don't go ground yourself outside and you don't like kind of do these exercises to kind of release that energy, then it's going to end up being expressed in some other way, and you may not have control of that way that it is expressed. So you definitely want to consciously express it in some sort of way that you have a controlled system of expressing it, so that it doesn't just like blow up in your face. That may have been a problem for you guys starting for a while, is that you may have had emotions that you didn't know like why they came in so strong, and then just like explode, and that's just because you had no way of releasing them. And you're a very powerful being in general, so that energy needs to be expressed, and when you don't express it, that is kind of volatile for you. So it's the utmost importance for you to allow yourself to express your energy and allow yourself to expel your energy through grounding methods, whatever you can. Literally the quickest thing is to go out for 10 minutes and just put your bare feet on the ground, and then that will literally expel probably an entire day's worth of negativity. I'm not even joking. Maybe 30 minutes for some of you people, but for most people, it literally, if you're sensitive to energy and you're able to pick up the energy of the planet, then it will take literally 10 minutes and your entire energy field will shift, and you'll notice a big difference. And then once you start to feel the difference, then you literally are going to want to do that every single day. Looks like one of the ways that you can open up your third eye also is through seeing things through the eyes of unconditional love, and through starting to see things in a more positive and beautiful light. You guys may be really good at expressing happiness and positivity and love and light as well. And your way of going about kind of like making people feel better may be actually literally just bringing in love to them. And like instead of saying things that they enjoy, you may actually just, your presence brings them feelings of love, and that heals them in a way. And it's also kind of just how you express yourself. You may be a little bit more reserved, but also really good at expressing yourself when you want to. Definitely your abilities are going to start to manifest themselves more. Don't be afraid of the sensitivity, because some people are going to be afraid of the sensitivity that they feel, and they're going to try to find ways to close down their heart chakra so that they don't feel this stuff anymore. I would definitely be aware of that and try not to do that, because these abilities are definitely going to be manifesting themselves faster for you. And basically it's going to feel like you're overly sensitive and like everything is kind of like a little bit too much for a little bit, but just don't allow that to overwhelm you, and just know that that's your DNA activating itself, and know that that's your kind of your abilities starting to manifest. So it's not anything going wrong with you, it's just that you are waking up to your full kind of like powers, I guess, if you want to call it that. And this is going to be going on for a while, so like you're going to get used to that kind of energy expressing through you. anybody who resonates with the star seed label. Also, the way that would be best for you to go about expressing yourself would be definitely to communicate unconditional love and to radiate the presence of unconditional love to people. That seems to be what your mission here is mostly about. Divinely beautiful beings. Definitely allow yourself to creatively express yourself as well. You guys have a lot of talents that you are repressing at the moment, and just go back into your memory banks and try to remember all of the different things that you used to do just for fun because you love them, and kind of revamp that. And I guarantee you that you will have a newfound talent that is actually much more potent than what it used to be, and you should actually really enjoy it and love it again. Confidence in yourself will definitely help you to express yourself more, and it will actually bring more into your life than you think it will. Because a lot of people, they cut down themselves because they don't feel confident, but they don't realize that other people would respect them way more if they just like didn't cut out what they were saying. Because when you do that, it actually shows weakness. And when you feel confident in yourself completely, then you are able to actually have a presence to you where other people will feel that, and they can't do anything about it other than kind of respect you for it. So it's one kind of tip / trick. Definitely work on opening the heart chakra. The lower 3 chakras definitely seem a little bit muddy. So to make them more distinct, save the sexual energy, convert the sexual energy, go outside and get the sunlight. That will actually open up all 3 of your lower chakras. Get some Libyan desert glass, that would help. Wear that around. Work on your confidence levels in yourself, and definitely stop worrying about what other people think about you. Once opened, the throat chakra will be so powerful, and you guys will be able to really kind of like get your message across really, really well to people. And people will definitely start to kind of almost flock to you because you give such amazing information. Slight distortion right here. Also, if I pause for a while and I just say something really, really quickly, then that's probably something that's going to possibly be a synchronistic kind of thing for that moment that I say that. So maybe like look into whatever it is that you're doing in the moment of me saying that, and then see if that's like actually synchronistic to what I say. I like that because that's kind of a fun thing for me, just because I like enjoy that synchronicity. So I guess if you want synchronicity more in your life, then start to notice it more, or even just like really look for it in your life. It's really fun kind of like thing that spirit can do for you if you really want it to. You just have to want it really, and ask for it, and like notice it. So believe it, know that it's real. Know that connection is there. I'm almost done with this one, just because I have to go to the restroom really quick. But I hope I've gotten out some messages. I think I've done some pretty good messages as well. It's a little bit shorter than the last one was, but it's whatever. It's fine. It's also kind of a little bit more messy, but it's definitely a presence to it. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta do the third eye. All right. So for the third eye, this group is actually balanced by a slightly lessened third eye, but your heart is very, very open. So your clairvoyancy is still there, and like you're still very like in tune and psychic and things like this, and you have the same abilities as anybody else would. And you got to know also, everybody has the ability to be a psychic, a clairvoyant, anything like this. Everybody has it latent inside of them. Everybody has that in them. You guys just, it's all about balance, okay? So the way that this group is balanced is through their heart chakra. Their heart chakra is extremely bright, and they radiate love and light out in their being. And that's mostly where their evolution has brought them to. It's just through their evolution, they've actually become more loving and have just kind of like not needed to use that kind of third eye energy, but it's still there, and it's still dormant, and it's still there, and it's latent there. Connection and crown chakra energy is also kind of just like, it's dependent on the root. So the more that you are feeling like satiated, and like you don't need anything in order to feel good, and you feel like you are okay, and you don't need to survive, and like you're just like, you're basically like in a decent feeling of bliss, and you just feel good about everything. That's when your crown chakra is going to be very open, and it's gonna bring you feelings of bliss, and it's gonna bring you feelings of love and joy. But when you aren't in that state of being, then it's actually going to close up your crown chakra and your root chakra at the same time. So when you're in feelings of fight or flight, or like you are in survival mode, or you feel like you are in fear in some sort of way, so fear of the future, fear of the past, you feel anxious or anything like that, all of that will close your crown chakra down. And it will also close your third eye down, because the third eye, the only way for it to be open is for your heart to be open. And when you are in survival mode, then your heart is not open, because when you're in survival mode, then only the lower 3 chakras are active at that moment. So it makes it impossible for you to actually see things through the eyes of unity and love. All right, that's it for this one. I'll show you the crystal one more time. That was the crystal for this group. I don't know if it stopped recording, but I don't know if you guys heard all of that. Hopefully you did. That's the crystal for this one. That is the thing. Just in case you didn't hear it, I said that the indigo ray for this group was actually a little bit dimmer because of the super active heart chakra. And I said that the crown chakra is actually linked with the root chakra. So if you're feeling like you're satiated and okay, and you don't need to survive, and you feel like good about things, then you actually, your crown chakra is going to be open, and you're going to be open to feelings of bliss, love, and joy. And if you don't feel like you're satiated, and like you feel like you need something in order to feel okay, or you feel like you, you know, like any feelings of survival mode or fight or flight or anything like that, or worry, or feelings of anxiety or depression or anything like that, will close up your heart and your root at the same time. And so I mean, it'll close up your heart, your root, and your crown at the same time. And the only way to access the upper chakras is by having an open heart. And the only way to have an open heart is if your lower 3 chakras are balanced. The only way to have your lower 3 chakras be balanced is by having control over your anger, your sex drive, and your willpower. So I hope this helps somebody, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So see you later.